everybody, and welcome to Western Boone High School, Stephen A. Wall Gymnasium. The Western Boone Stars, they're hosting rival Lebanon Tigers. The Stars, they come into this game at a 5-5 record. Lebanon have 500 as well with 4 wins of their own. I'm Nathaniel Finch alongside Tyler Brunty here for WBTV Sports. And Tyler, we should have a pretty good matchup here tonight.
Yeah, I expect a close one, Nathaniel. Lebanon's 4-4 in the season, but they've played above 500 basketball as of late, losing by 1 to Zionsville about a week ago, beating West Lafayette, a good West Lafayette team, and handling the beginning of Sagamore Conference pretty handily. Expect some scoring from their leaders, Gabby Brewer and Alexis Wine, and expect a lot of offense here. See if the Stars defense can hold up against them.
Now the cousin of Gabby Brewer, Kara Brewer, she plays for Western Boone, and she is out today. She's in a walking boot. Hopefully she'll be back the next game, but tonight she will not be playing, so we will not see her. Replacing her in the lineups will be Emily Conyer, the freshman, her first start, and we'll see how she fares.
Yeah, she's got to make sure and calm the nerves. It's her first game as a freshman, but she's a big-time softball player. She's been in a lot of pressure. I expect she'll handle it well.
3-sport athlete and good at all 3 of the sports she does. Here, let's take a look at some of the stats here. Team-wise, points per game for Western Boone, 36.8 points per game. Up to 37, of course, for Lebanon, 47 points per game of their own. Rebounds, 25 for the Stars, 4 more for Lebanon, and assists are right there as well. So the only difference here are those points per game. Lebanon, they're able to make a lot more of their shots. Western Boone, they get a lot of opportunities to shoot these shots, but without a player like Maddie Jones, where they had last year, they're just not able to sink a lot of those shots, 2s and 3s.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see if fatigue's a factor. Western Boone has been running a six-man rotation here for a little while, and with Kara Brewer out, see if they add up another person that can step up. They're going to go 5 people. I'm assuming they'll probably add in a couple of the young freshmen here to get some varsity time, but big situation, see if they can step up.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Alexander of the Stars before the game, and she said just that she'll have her 5 starters in, and then if possible, trickle some of the JV players in behind them, but not a whole lot of depth here with Brewer out, with Flory out. So definitely going to have to look at that fatigue there as well. And we saw a lot throughout the season for Western Boone. That fourth quarter, not their strongest quarter, maybe because of that as well.
Yeah, once they just don't have a lethal scorer like Maddie Jones, and their offense may be more team-oriented, but unless someone steps up and makes those shots tonight, it's going to be a tough matchup for the Stars.
Yeah, and these coaches, I mentioned Coach Alexander for the Stars. She's pretty familiar with the Lebanon coach, if you want to get into that, Tyler.
Yeah, the new Lebanon coach is a first-year coach. She was actually the assistant coach at Wevo. She taught at Lebanon last year. She was assistant coach. So it's a bit of a homecoming for her. It's her first match against the Stars since transferring over to the coaching job at Lebanon. Yeah,
so she went to school at Lebanon. She did coach as a varsity assistant for a few years there as well in the late 2000s, and now getting her chance to go against the coach that she just coached for last year, that she won a sectional title with just last year. And here it'd be interesting to see how much of the tricks Coach Alexander will be able to pull out, knowing that, well, she has one of her disciples coaching on the other side. Let's look at some stats for Lebanon player-wise, Brunty, if we want to get into the guys, the girls such as Gabby Brewer. She's averaging 8 points per game. The leader for the for the Tigers, we got all these stats here. Alexis Wines, 9.4 points per game, and so on, if you want to get more into that.
Yes.
First for Lebanon, we mentioned, we'll get into the starting lineups here in a little bit, but their leading scorer, Alexis Wines. Second is Gabby Brewer. And just going down the line here, some players. Christina Lamb is up there as well. Just a few guards on this team. You can see the starters in front of us. Alexis Wines, Christina Lamb, and so on there. And the Lebanon team, they're just so diverse in the way that they can spread the ball around. You don't have one person scoring 40 points per game as the Stars did last year. They're able to pass the ball around, and while they have that 4-4 record, they've been playing above the 500 level. As for Western Boone, we'll get to look into their starting lineups here in a little bit as well. We are nearing the point of the national anthem, so we'll take a look at that here shortly as well. But first, the starting lineups for Western Boone. Number 5, Emily Conyer making her first start, as we mentioned.
Once again, welcome to Western Boone High School
And you can see it on your screen now. Emily Voiles, the senior, Hillary Reed, the senior, Tori Wilkinson, a senior, and Addie Bascom, a senior. A team they have a lot of senior leadership here. Emily Conyer being the only non-senior playing, and that's because the other seniors injured the other two as well because of Lauren Flory's injury early in the soccer season.
Yeah, going into this year, Alexander was very happy about the senior leadership she had on her team. She still has that leadership, but we're going to see if it translates over to being on the bench with Brewer and Flory, and some of those younger underclassmen can step up in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, they're announcing the starting lineups right now for Lebanon, as we just did. Western Mood coming up shortly, and then right after that will be the national anthem. Before we get into tip-off, let's look at some team stats as well from Western Boone, percentage-wise, as to how they've been able to shoot so far for Western Boone. If you want to get into that, Tyler.
Yeah, Western Boone shooting about 33% on the year. Some of our leading scorers here, Emily Conyer has 4.3 points per game. As we mentioned, Kara Brewer is scoring about 15 a game. And then Hillary Reed and Tori Wilkinson are scoring about 8 apiece, so expect some balanced offense here with their leading scorer out. Expect Tori Wilkinson to get some good looks here. She has a size advantage over most of Lebanon starters. She's been a big factor. Even in that Zionsville game, she's averaging about a double-double. See if she can continue that good streak.
Now, as for Lebanon, as the starting lineups are being announced in front of us, their shooting percentages here, Tyler, looking at that from their two-point field goal percentage, they're right around 39%. They're hitting threes at the 25% mark, and free throw mark right around 49% so far this year. The Tigers, they're 1-0 in conference, and Western Moon coming in behind them as well at a 2-1 conference record. Lebanon, this is only their second conference game. They've played a lot of non-conference games, and that really shows why they have a 4-4 record. They've been playing a lot better than that, though.
Yeah, we get ready for tip-off here. We're going to do the national anthem actually in the men's game, so get ready to tip here. Number 14, Kirsten Smith, and number 33, Tori Wilkinson, set to tip off this rivalry game.
And here comes the tip-off. And Lebanon will recover it. Here's they get the ball moving around early. Gabby Brewer has the ball right now. Now in the hands of Wines. Moving the ball around nicely, but the Stars defense not giving him too many open looks. Looking to go from three, it's up, and it's in. Three-pointer to start this one off with Alexis Wines, the leading scorer, and she hits the first points of the game.
Yeah, Wines about a 30% three-point shooter, so she can make plenty of them.
Conyer has it, now back to Reed. Reed setting this offense up with Brewer on defense. Gets it inside. And now an open look down low, throws this one up and misses. Her shot is Emily Voiles. And now going down 2-on-2, throws this one up, and Wines makes another two-pointer. 5-0 your score, all five coming at the hand of Alexis Wines.
Yeah, it's a quick start for the sophomore there at Lebanon.
Coach is urging Reed to get to the other side and set up the offense. That she does, gets it off to Conyer. I've noticed Reed and Conyer, they like to throw back and forth to each other so far this game. There's a two-pointer from Addie Bascom. And Reed and Conyer, they've been practicing so far this whole summer for softball. They definitely have chemistry together, and they trust each other.
Yeah, Conyer Bascom, averaging about 4 points a game. Quick two for her. She'll need to step up, normally comes off the bench. And there's a bank shot by number 10. The miss there, Hillary Reed grabs the board. Starts taking it up. Hillary's going to drive the lane and go up for a layup and miss. Brewer heading down to get a bounce pass on number 10. It's going to be off of her. It's going to be Western Boone ball. Good hustle back by Reed here. And Western Boone and Lebanon both get a chance to slow down and take a breath here. Lebanon running a 2-2-1 press, trying to trap in the backcourt. See if that works at all. Good pass to break it up there by Bascom. Conyer brings it up and starts to set the offense.
Conyer's the one with the ball right now, standing near the S and Stars.
There you can hear Coach Alexander yelling. Let's run that offense, and a hook around pass does not work for Hillary Reed. There's going to be a turnover for the Stars, and don't want to get that started. They've had about 19 turnovers per game this year. Not a great start to the season. Hopefully they can manage those.
And Tyler, you mentioned last game against Zionsville, the Stars had more turnovers than they had points.
Yeah, 23 turnovers and 19 points isn't going to equal much of a good win. Zionsville's a good team, of course, but if you want any chance here, you got to limit those turnovers. And I'm sure Alexander worked all week in practice with that, and these Stars will be ready for a fight.
Here's a three-pointer from Lebanon, misses it. And now Hillary Reed handling the ball, gets it to the other side to Conyer.
Yeah, 20 Emma Hughes will have a huge advantage over Conyer there just in any post battle because she's much taller.
This defense playing very well so far in the early onset of this game from Lebanon.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick turnover there. Hughes tried to save it and stepped out of bounds. It's going to be Stars ball under their basket. In comes the first sub. It's going to be number 50.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 50.
Ashlyn Terrell, the 5'11 junior.
Inbounding is Reed. She needs to get it off. And there she does. This tight defense of the Tigers playing well, as I mentioned.
There's another turnover and then a foul on number 5, Conyer.
That's first foul of the game by the freshman, Emily Conyer. And now the Tigers will be set up. 4:48 left here in the first. They have a three-point advantage. And Gabby Brewer dribbling the ball up past the timeline.
Yeah, and Terrell coming off the bench is actually the third leading scorer. She's averaging 8.5 a game. And there's a lob and good block by Reed and a good save. Stars take it up.
Going down the far sideline.
Doesn't look like the Stars will push and transition much. They'll get down there and then take their time setting up the offense. It's a good way to limit turnovers, but you don't want to become too complacent. You want to take any chances you can get against a high-paced offense like this.
And anytime it seems like a player gets open, the gap fills by this Tiger defense. Reed has it right now at the top of the key, gets it off to Voiles. Conyer facing pressure, dribbles inside. Bascom almost took the three. Instead, she drives in, shoots for it. That's a foul. And she'll get 2 free throw shots, Addie Bascom.
Fouls on the Tigers, number 12, Alexis Wines. Going to be her first, team first. At the line shooting is Bascom.
Here's Addie Bascom's free throw shots.
Yeah, Addie Bascom right now shooting 55% on the year. She's 6 for 11, misses that one. The score remained 5-2. In comes number 24, the junior Lila Barr into the game for Lebanon, the second sub.
Now a 50% free throw shooters, Bascom. Looking to increase that mark right here, down by 3. And misses that one as well. 0 for 2 at the line, and the turnover by the sub, Ashlyn Terrell. She's a junior, and that one goes off of her foot.
Yeah, a little sloppy play here for both teams. You can hope that clears up a little bit. Turnovers by both Lebanon and Western Boone in a slow start here. Western Boone don't want to fall in that trap again. They didn't score for the first 11 minutes versus Zionsville. Started scoring here already, but get that offense moving as quick as possible. Give it to Tori in the post, see if she can take advantage.
They are giving her a little bit of room down there. Her and Bascom down low. Right now Conyer has it, gets it off to Reed. Voiles has the ball right now. And it'll be on the ground right now. Lebanon with a steal. Gabby Brewer has the ball. And wide open look down low. Down goes Wilkinson.
They're going to call an offensive foul there on number 10, I believe. That's going to be Christina Lamb, her first of the game. Good play by the Stars there to take a charge. See if they can build some momentum into a good offensive possession here.
Christina Lamb going to be her first foul, team second.
Number 30, Hillary Reed to inbound it once again. Pressure coming from the defense of the Tigers. Still a 3-point game. Just 7 points scored so far to this point through the first about 5 minutes. Here's a 3 from Conyer, and it's way short. Brewer has it right now. We're going to take it up to her side of the court now with just under 3 minutes left. Here's a 3-pointer, and it's in. number 10, Christina Lamb, with a three-pointer, and it's an 8-2 ball game.
That was actually Lamb's first three-pointer of the year. She's 1 for 2. There's going to be a foul on number 24, Lila Barr. Her first, team's third. Lebanon up 6 here late in the first quarter.
The Stars will get the ball on the near sideline. And Emily Voiles gets it to Reed.
It's good to set up this offense, Nathaniel, but the only bad thing about it is if you take so long with possessions and you end with an empty trip.
It can be hard to win a ball game like that. This ball stays in bounds, gets it off to Reed. Reed just going to step back and reset.
Look like they're running some traps here. Almost another turnover. Good save by Wilkinson.
A three-pointer from Conyer. This one bounces off. Her second missed three. Take it a third and misses that one as well. 0 for 3 from 3 is Emily Conyer.
Good to get
Brewer racing up the sideline. And that ball went out of bounds. Stars will have possession.
Entering the lineup for the Tigers, checking back in number 14, Kirsten Smith.
Still have yet to see a sub for the Stars, see if the Stars get any effect.
They are playing a bit of a slower style of play, but they really need to break through this press.
Conyer, as we mentioned, missing 3 threes there. She's 3 for 11 on the year. And there's almost another turnover there.
That's a swat out of bounds by Lila Barr, and the Stars will remain in possession of the basketball.
Yeah, you mentioned the Stars averaging about 37 points per game, and you take away those 15 by Brewers, that's only 22 a game. Need someone to step off offensively. Hopefully it's Tori Wilkinson, averaging about 14 rebounds a game.
Here's Reed with the ball. And that ball goes out of bounds. Nope, keeps it inside, and Reed with the recovery. And the defense by Lebanon. Here's a three-pointer, and Reed makes the three. This defense by the Tigers not giving a whole lot of room, and there Reed finds it with defenders in her face.
Yeah, you'll take that for Lebanon, though. Reed not known for three-point shooting, only shooting 25% of the year. Team only shooting 34%. There's a 3 from Brewers up, and they answer right back.
They've made 3 threes so far this game, and only 1 2-pointers. Lebanon, it's 11-5 now with a quick response by Brewer.
That's Brewer's 13th 3 of the season already.
Conyer has it, gets it off to Reed. Reed resets things, as we'll likely see her do quite a bit tonight. She already has. Emily Conyer is stolen from, trying to bounce the ball back, gets 2-on-1, and that one, a foul as the ball soars out of bounds.
Is it going to put number 10, Christine Lamb, on the line?
She'll get 2 shots.
Lamb, a 76% free throw shooter on the year, 26 for 34.
Team second.
Be the first on Hillary, second on the Stars. So foul trouble shouldn't be an issue. It's only 2 in this quarter, but foul trouble could become an issue later on, and that would be detrimental to the Stars, only having 5, maybe 6 players playing tonight.
Here's Lamb from that line. Made her first and her second. And that stellar free throw percentage increases.
Yeah, and then back comes their top scorer, Alexis Wines.
Reed facing that full court press. Nowhere to put the ball, and that will be a 5-second violation. Turnover on the Stars, and this swarming defense of the Tigers making their presence felt early. Brewer will be the one to inbound it now. And unlike the Stars' offense, Lebanon's offense has plenty of room to work with. Here's a 3 from Brewer, bounces off, does not make it. Reed takes this one up, and now starting to increase tempo. They need to find some open looks here, and moving quicker might help that, and at the very least tire out the defense of the Tigers. With 25 seconds to shoot. Gets that one off to Bascom behind the arc. Reed for 2, stops, throws it up, and makes it. Reed with 2 more points, 7-13. The Stars are down with 10 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's a good sign for the Stars right there. Reed getting hot, and a 3 from number 14, a deep one, almost goes in.
Gets that one up.
The buzzer beater.
13-7 is your score in the first. We'll head into a break here shortly, but first, Tyler, just recap what we saw from this Lebanon team defense in the first quarter.
Yeah, a lot of stifling defense there for the Lebanon. A lot of turnovers by Western Boone, and we were hoping to limit those. They might be able to in the third quarter, but the last 3 quarters, but the first quarter there were a lot of turnovers, and holding an opponent to 7 points in a quarter is no easy feat. Good sign at the end, though, with Reed catching the fire, hitting a 2 and a 3. Maybe she can liven up this offense a little bit, give them a little bit momentum going into the second quarter there.
Thank you, Tyler. Let's head into a break. Tyler Brunty, you just heard from. I'm Nathaniel Finch, and we are going to head into this break. After a word from our sponsor, you'll hear from us again, and we'll get started with the second quarter of play.
WBTV Sports would like to take this time to recognize the Lebanon Martial Arts Academy. The academy is conveniently located next to the Lebanon Movie Theater. For more information, check out their website at www.lebanonmartialartsacademy.com or call at 765-335-2080.
We're back here. I'm Nathaniel Finch for WBTV Sports with Tyler Brunty. And heading back out in the second quarter of play. Now 8 new minutes up on the board. The score 13-7 in favor of the team wearing black. The Stars will start this one on offense. We just heard from the band.
And the Stars going with the same 5 they have been all game. Expect them to keep those 5, maybe 6. And looks like staying with the 5 for right now as long as they can.
Back into the second quarter now. Conyer has the ball. Throws this one up, and it's turned over by Terrell.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers here at the start, and a good come from behind there, and Hillary's going to take it on the break.
She's got an opportunity for 2, and that one's swatted out. Foul called.
Fouls on the Tigers, number 22, Gabby Brewer. Going to be Brewer's first foul.
Yeah, it's going to be the first on Brewer, 4th on the Tigers, so 3 more in there in the bonus here early in the second quarter. Reed with the first free throw up. She sinks it. She's got 6 of the 8 points for the Stars right now. Reed right now looking for her second shot. Reed a 67% free throw shooter. Misses that one but gets her own rebound. Passes out to Voiles. Looks like they'll probably reset the offense again.
Emily Voiles coming to the top, gets it off to Conyer.
Conyer going to set up the offense here. And another turnover there by the Western Boone Stars. An errant pass by Conyer to Voiles. And Western Boone looks like it's going to start up a press here, see if they can cause some pressure on defense too.
Back into it here with a lot of pressure on this defense. They get it through, and down low we'll see a jump ball.
It's going to stay Lebanon ball there, but good job by Conyer with the much taller Terrell on her.
Here's this Lebanon offense now for 3. It's up, and it's in. Nothing but net. Number 12, Alexis Wines.
That's her 3rd 3 of the night already. We knew she was a good shooter. She's already up to 9 points, which is about her season average. Wines made 3 threes tonight. That good for her 17 on a year. 17 of 51, so about a 33% shooting rate. Tip pass by her there.
Still stays in possession of the Stars. Hillary Reed will head out of bounds for this one. 6:42 left in the first half. 16-8 is your score.
Reed's going to pass it into Conyer. They're going to set up the offense with Hillary.
Reed stuck in the corner with not a whole lot to do now. She gets out of it. Still looking for a spot to put the ball. Voiles comes up in relief. Gets it back to Reed. Reed just backs up, and she'll reset everything.
Western may want to try to get some backdoor cuts, and they're going to call an offensive foul here, I believe, on Addie Bascom.
Yeah, so we'll see Lebanon have the ball out of bounds, and the full court press coming up for the Stars.
It's actually going to be a foul on Tori Wilkinson, an offensive one, trying to get position in the post.
Throws this one to an open Brewer for 3 and misses that one. The Stars have let a lot of these Tigers shoot from 3, and as we've seen, they've been able to make them. That time goes down as a miss. This one is thrown up in desperation and missed. The rebound, the 2, and misses the 2. You got to have those when they're that open. Emily Voiles with the miss. Wilkinson with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, Voiles averaging about 2.6 points per game.
That one goes out of bounds. Lebanon will have the ball. Out goes Brewer, in comes Lamb, and a timeout looks to be called. 5:42 left in the second. Let's take a break and be back in 20 seconds here shortly on WBTV Sports.
Is brought to you in part by Collins Equipment. Located in Thorntown, Collins Equipment specializes in high-quality used tractors, trucks, and equipment. You can reach Chris Collins at 317-347-0074 or at collinseq@yahoo.com. You can visit their website at collinseq.com as well. Contact Collins.
Welcome back here to Stephen A. Wall Gymnasium. Just a reminder, tonight's game brought to you by St. Adrian's Meats and Sausage. I'm Nathaniel Finch alongside Tyler Brunty here as we're in a timeout. First one called by Coach Alexander, and a much-needed one. Tyler.
Yeah, Stars getting a little sloppy on offense here. Haven't had really a good possession in the second quarter, already about 2 and change minutes in. And looks like they're keeping with that same 5-man. Good timeout here to get him a breather, but Stars can't leave Wines and Brewer open around the perimeter. Wines already hit 3 threes, Brewer with 2. That's how Lebanon's gotten almost all of their points here exclusively from 3. They've had 1 made 2.
And the Stars have got almost all their points by the hands of Hillary Reed, who's taken over on offense and has done pretty well, but not a lot to work with as her players just simply aren't able to get open. Here's Lebanon's offense, 5:42 up on the clock. She needs to get it off, and she does. This one's stolen by Wilkinson, and Wilkinson has a chance for 2. Cross up, it's in, no out. The score remains at 8 for the Stars. Jump ball, it'll remain in possession of the Stars.
Yeah, Wilkinson's starting to get some offensive boards here. Like we mentioned, she's averaging about 14 rebounds a game, so she's got to use her size to advantage. It's hard, though, with Terrell matching her size.
Gets the ball off just in time to the corner. And now moving it around the horn with not a whole lot of options. Here's Bascom, gets it off to Reed. Reed looks up at the clock, resets her offense. And it sure is a good thing that the Stars aren't operating under a shot clock because they are taking their time on offense. Going inside, making her work, and that one misses. Rebounded by the Stars. However, a steal by the Tigers. Up in the post, misses that one. A lot of missed shots lately by both teams. A lot of players rolling on the ground. And now from 3. That one's missed. Up, misses another one, and how many missed shots in a row is that? Here's Hillary Reed setting up her offense. They're going to call that foul on Reed.
Charge goes against number 30, Hillary Reed.
This will be a second on Reed here. Got to be careful she doesn't get another one, or they're going to have to sub in someone.
4 fouls on each team to this point in the game. Here's this Lebanon team with Alexis Wines down low. She's going to drive inside, get it out for 2, misses that one. Here's another shot, another miss. And both teams are cold shooting the ball. Coming in, throws this one up, and that's another charge.
Yeah, that was a risky play there by Hillary. She knew what she was doing, but that could have potentially been a 3rd foul there on her.
Number 10, Christina Lamb, is going to be called with her 2nd foul of the game, team's 5th. And it'll be white ball. Emily Conyer, number 5, going to be out of bounds, gets it into Reed. And now pressure starting to lay off a little bit, not quite as much. That an errant pass goes into the cheer block. And a turnover there, just a high pass by the freshman Conyer.
You'd like to see Western Boone taking a little bit more shots. I know they want to be patient, get good looks on offense, but only scoring 8 right here. You want to give them some more opportunities, and there's a good over-the-shoulder pass, and 1 there.
And finally, Lebanon able to make a 2-pointer. This time could be a 3-point play. We'll see how Kirsten Smith does at the line.
Foul goes goes against Western Boone's number 52. It's Addie Bascom.
Smith, a 50% free throw shooter, 8 of 16 on the year.
It's good.
It's going to be the first foul on Addie Bascom, team's 5th, so they're getting up towards the bonus now. About
Makes
halfway
that
through this quarter.
three-point play. And I guess Lebanon's not content with just 2 points on the board. Most of their shots have come from 3, and Hillary with revenge. An outside pass as Conyer just got her one, and 2 straight poor turnovers by the Stars offense.
Yeah, Alexander can't be happy with that, but right now if you're Stars, you got to lock down, play some good defense. Hold them at the perimeter. Hold Wines, really, she's been making a lot of plays for the point guard for the Tigers, that is.
The Stars just need to calm down. They need to take a deep breath, and they need to just start doing what they do on offense. Trying to force passes is not going to work here. Down low is Terrell. Gets it out to Wines. Wines for 3 and misses it too strong.
Reed taking it up quick up the floor. She slows down. Looks like she might set up the offense.
3 from number 5 and misses it as Conyer. Another missed 3 from Emily Conyer.
Yeah, she's 0 for 4 today, but they've all been good looks, so you can't be too upset. Those shots will hopefully start falling.
Couple subs preparing to come in, one of which the leader, Gabby Brewer, for the Tigers. But first on offense, here's Wines. Shoots this one from 2 and makes it. 21-8 is your score. Lebanon ahead against their rivals. Just over 3 minutes left here in the first half. Reed has it, looking to get some type of points up on the board. After only scoring 18 last game against Zionsville, the Stars do not want to repeat that. Wanted to take the 3 instead, gets it to Voiles, back to Reed. And there we'll see a foul. 2:47 up on the board, 19-8 is your score. And Hillary Reed will head out of bounds to inbound this one. That's the 3rd foul for Christina Lamb. She's going to head to the bench.
Along with Alexis Wines here, so Gabby Brewer coming back in, another good shooter, and number 24, Lila Bard.
And a potential opportunity here with the 2 leading scorers now on the bench, with Lamb and Wines heading to that area. Needing points here, trying to get Tori Wilkinson setting a pick, get some stuff working down low. Wilkinson has the ball now. Conyer gets to Wilkinson, throws that one up.
They're going to call 3 seconds in the lane on Addie Bascom there, so good chance for a foul and 2 free throw shots for the Stars, but Addie Bascom's in the lane for 3 seconds. And it's going to be another turnover for the Stars.
Just under 2.5 minutes left. Here's Gabby Brewer crossing the timeline. She's going to pass it to the near side to Barr. Barr looking for something to do with it. She does, gets it to Terrell. A bad pass by Terrell, stays in, and Brewer resetting things with just over 2 minutes left here now in the first half. Moving the ball around, we'll see a foul there.
It's going to be the 3rd on Reed. See what they're going to do here.
Alexander doesn't have a whole lot of options for the Stars team, but she might want to take Reed out.
Oh, they're actually going to call an offensive foul there on number 14. That's going to be 7 fouls, so next foul will put Tigers in the bonus since that one was an offensive foul.
Facing a double team, Reed gets it, ball on the ground, still wrestling for it, and we will see Weibo's ball. Looks like that one might have rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, Lebanon rolled on the ball out of bounds there, so it's going to be the Stars' ball here at half court. About a minute 48 left in the second quarter here.
Here we go, try this again, except on the other side of the court. Here's Bascom.
There's another turnover by the Stars there.
Just another bad pass. The Stars, like I said, just take a breather. Here's the 2-pointer made by number 14, Kirsten Smith. And a timeout will be called by Western Boone. A much-needed one once again. And this Lebanon team just so far dominating. However, Weibo, they're not out of the game quite yet. The Stars, they may be down, but they're not out. Let's take a break. I'm Nathaniel Finch with Tyler Brunty. We'll be back here in 20 seconds on WBTV.
Whitaker Glass and Mirror, located across from the Lebanon Municipal Building, has been serving the Boone County area for nearly 15 years. Whitaker takes care of windows, specialty glass, mirrors, windshields, and more. Contact Troy and Janie at 765-482-1400 1500 or online at www.whitglass.com.
And we're back. It's 23-8 Lebanon. 1:37 left here in the second quarter. See if it starts getting momentum building into halftime.
Outside in the cafeteria, tickets are just $1 or $6 for $5.
Right now it's been all Lebanon throughout the first half. Dominating the three-point game here. Scored about 15 points on three-pointers so far. And starting to get the inside game going.
And usually it's the opposite, Tyler. Usually you see teams who are strong from two and struggle from three. This Lebanon team, surprisingly, they're doing better from farther away.
Gonna see Lebanon still in that press. I know that Weebo's not out of it yet. Not with half a game left to play.
Conyer throws that one to the feet of Brewer out of bounds. Conyer will try this one again with 5 more seconds.
Lucky they didn't call that a turnover as well. I know it's after a made basket, but Conyer dribbled behind the baseline.
Conyer trying to look over Brewer, gets this one off to Reed. Reed facing pressure from Barr. Gets this one off as well. And now the defense starts to reset. Under 90 seconds left here in the first half. Conyer has the ball and is looking for something to do with it after this tight coverage by Brewer, swallowing things up. Here's Voiles, Emily Voiles, dribbling right now with 1:10 up on the clock. Drives inside, shoots it out to her teammate Bascom. Bascom up and misses that one. That one's out of bounds. It'll be Lebanon ball after Tori Wilkinson not able to keep it in. An opportunity to maybe extend this lead for the Tigers. Gabby Brewer going to dribble this one up across the timeline. Under a minute left now. Moving the ball around is Lebanon. This is Barr. Shoots this one, it's 3. Misses it, and it hit the top of the backboard. The Stars will have possession now. Conyer will be the one taking it out with 41.4 seconds. Has the girl open, launches it deep, and an overthrown pass over the head of Gabby Brewer, who was guarding Conyer at the time. This one goes out of bounds as well. And now the Stars, I believe, make that Lebanon will have possession. Trying to run someone out there. It's Brewer, gets it inside to Barr. Barr starts to dribble, 30 seconds. Down low with Terrell. Terrell shoots and misses. She has been struggling from down there. And here's Conyer with 20 seconds to work with. Turnover and still rolling now. It's 2-on-2 down low with 2 points and misses it. Another 2-pointer. That one's blocked. Swatted out of bounds. The Stars will retain possession, but with 13 seconds left. Hillary Reed set here to inbound this one. Throws it to Bascom. Bascom with 10 seconds just above. To Conyer, 8 seconds. Voiles with 5. Gonna take this one out. 2 seconds, a 3 from 30, and misses it. So that'll conclude the first half. 23-8 is your score, and Tyler, Lebanon's defense playing very physical and swarming to the ball.
Yeah, very aggressive defense here by the Stars in the first half. They'll look to keep that up in the second, obviously. Some adjustments to be made by the Western offense for sure. See if they go to a more up-tempo. 5-person rotation, you want to keep things slow, but also want to get up some quick shots down 15. A good half by Alexis Wines with 11 points. She's outscoring Western Boone by herself, and we expected that with her being the leading scorer, but we didn't expect the threes, in which she's only shooting about 25%.
Yeah, Wines averaging so far 9.4 points per game through one half. Already exceeded that, as you mentioned. And now with 9 minutes here, about 10 until we come back. We'll take a break. I'm Nathaniel Finch alongside Tyler Brunty. Lebanon versus Western Boone at Western Boone.
WBTV Sports would like to take this time to recognize the Lebanon Martial Arts Academy. The academy is conveniently located next to the Lebanon Movie Theater. For more information, check out their website at www.lebanonmartialartsacademy.com or call at 765-335-1200. 2080.
WBTV Sports is proud to welcome LSI Lawn and Landscape Services to our broadcast family. Give Landon a call or text at 317-430-5007. LSI is your proven leader for all your turf care needs, from mowing and trimming to tree and shrub installation. LSI can even handle all your snow removal needs. That's LSI Lawn and Landscape Services.
This portion of the game is being brought to you by Wine Coop Accounting Services. Give them a call at 317-441-8135 and let them take the stress out of your taxes. Wine Coop Accounting Services has over 30 years tax experience and specializes in small business accounting financial reports. That number again is 317-441-8135.
Do you need shirts for a school, business, club, or anything else? Give Willie Smith and Smith Tees Screen Printing a call. Smith Tees will give you excellent service with satisfaction guaranteed. Just call 765-436-7930.
Looking for some tasty options at your next event? Give Cochran's Catering and Cakes a call. No job is too big or too small at Cochran's. For all your catering and cake needs, contact Beth at 765-676-6369. Opus Packaging is a proud sponsor of WBTV Sports. Opus Packaging provides customers with the best packaging and distribution solutions to meet your specific needs. Check out Opus Packaging online at www.opuspkg.com.
WBTV Sports would like to recognize Thompson Lawn Mowing for helping make this broadcast possible. For all your lawn mowing needs, contact John Thompson at Thompson Mowing at 765-366-5070.
Whitaker Glass and Mirror, located across from the Lebanon Municipal Building, has been serving the Boone County area for nearly 15 years. Whitaker takes care of windows, specialty glass, mirrors, windshields, and more. Contact Troy and Janie at 765-482-1500 or online at www.whitglass.com.
Smart Manufacturing is always there for your welding, fabrication, and design needs. Locally owned and operated by Gary Cummins and Dale Thompson. Stop by their new facility 7 miles south of Lebanon on Lebanon-Pittsboro Road. Or you can always give them a call at 765-481-8650. That's Smart Manufacturing.
Hoosier Agromag certified and experienced team of professionals provides planning, design, sales, construction, service, and parts for farm and small commercial grain systems. The construction team's clean and quick approach assures the most efficient option for you while keeping your facility operating at its best with an eye for the future. Give Hoosier Agromag a call at 765-436-2203 or visit their website at HoosierAg.com.
This portion of the broadcast is being brought to you by Jones Home Services. They're a 24-hour heating and cooling specialist. Give them a call at 317-753-0230 or check them out online at joneshomeservices.biz for all your home and improvement needs.
Bob's Concessions sells foods such as Polish and Italian sausage, tenderloins, hamburgers, hot dogs, fries, and more. You can find Bob Campbell and his delicious food truck at events such as the Turning of the Leaves Festival and other fairs around the area. For more information, call 317-850-6491.
Thanks to JL Hardwood and Flooring Restorations for making this broadcast possible. Our friends at JL Hardwood and Flooring Restorations do custom inlays, refinishing, laminate, and vinyl plank flooring. Give Jesse and Kristen a call at 765-894-5978 or check them out on Facebook. That's JL Hardwood and Restoration.
St. Adrian Meats and Sausage, located on the square in downtown Lebanon, offers locally raised and handcrafted proteins. Experts in livestock production and nutrition, their core value is that quality protein begins with exceptional nutrition. From birth to butcher, they know exactly what is in their products and how the animals are raised. Support your Boone County butchers and buy local. St. Adrian is open Fridays from noon until 6 and Saturdays from 10 to 4.
Lamar & Lamar Insurance strives to provide the highest quality insurance and service at the best possible price. Give Nick Threlkeld a call at 317-973-5700, or you can contact him by the email on your screen. Lamar & Lamar can take care of your insurance for auto, home, health, life, farm, and business.
Ready to make a move? Then look no further than Moody & Company, powered by Keller Williams Realty, as a top 5% real estate team in all of Boone County and greater Indianapolis. Moody & Company works hard so you don't have to. So when moving time comes, you better get moving with Moody. Call 765-336-1622 today.
Telecast is brought to you in part by Collins Equipment. Located in Thorntown, Collins Equipment specializes in high-quality used tractors, trucks, and equipment. You can reach Chris Collins at 317-347-0074 or at collinseq@yahoo.com. You can visit their website at collinseq.com as well. Contact Collins Equipment today.
The Jamestown Lions Club has been serving the Boone County area for many years. If you'd like to be part of the great organization, stop by the Jackson Township Historical Society on the third Monday of every month and check it out. All meetings are open to the public. That's the Jamestown Lions Club.
C&J Well Company is a proud sponsor of WBTV Sports. This locally owned family business can help you with high-quality wells, pumps, and water treatment. Give them a call at 317-852-9355 and ask about their $100 savings for a 6-point inspection fall special. Bacteria sampling, pump tests, pressure tank tests, and flow evaluation, C&J Well Company can do it all. Jamestown Christian Church is a proud sponsor of WBTV Sports. Sunday service takes place at 9 a.m. for life groups, 10 a.m. for worship, and 5 p.m. for youth group. Jamestown Christian Church. Small church, big heart.
Welcome back here to our girls varsity basketball rivalry matchup. The Lebanon Tigers, they are dominating the Western Boone Stars, but the Stars, they still have hope in Hillary Reed. Hillary, so far this game, she's scored 9 points. Hattie Bascom with 4. Excuse me, obviously I messed some stuff up there as they did not have 9 points. When we take a look back at the scorebook here,
Hillary scored 6 in the first quarter on a 2 and a 3 and hit a free throw, and Addie scored a 2-pointer there, and that accounts for all 8 of the Stars' points.
Exactly, Brunty. You got a better memory than I do, obviously. As for Lebanon, just looking at some of the numbers here for Alexis Wines leading the team. As you mentioned before the half, 11 points. Christina Lamb has 5 of her own. Kirsten Smith with 5 as well. And just Lebanon, they're able to spread the ball around more than the Stars are. They're able to actually get some of their passes off. We saw a lot of plays from Western Boone where the passes were going out of bounds, where they were over the head of where they were intended. And that's just part of this pressure defense that the Tigers have been able to force. The full court press all game has been just dominating the Stars offense, not giving them a whole lot of room to play with here. And we saw that, as you could see, as the score, the Stars, they only scored 1 point in the second quarter and only 7 in the first quarter. If they keep playing like the way they do, they'll be lucky to score 23 the whole game, Tyler.
Yeah, I haven't lost hope yet, though, Nathaniel. He said Hillary Reed can catch fire, and Tori Wilkinson, she'll start to put herself out there in the paint, I think. Ashlyn Terrell did a good job of stopping her coming off the bench, but see if she can score some buckets here and get up to that 9-point average she's been having this season.
Yeah, and Reed, as we mentioned, she's leading this Western Boone team in points. She also received that Lilly Scholarship, and if you want to hear more about that, stay tuned for the second half of the boys varsity game. We'll have her on for an interview live. That's the halftime of the boys varsity game here following this girls game. But first, both these teams, they're heading out onto the court as we got under 60 seconds left before we get back underway.
Yet to see the Stars take the court here with about 45 seconds left. There they come right now.
And you got to wonder, the Stars offense, they have to be winded at this point. As we mentioned, they're void of backups, as we have the JV team might have to see while their players come in, as Western Boone's offense down a couple key players. And Lauren Flory, she tore her ACL early in the soccer season. She should be back and playing here into mid to late January. And Kara Brewer here, hopefully her ailment's just a couple days long, as she's been in a walking boot lately. Hopefully she'll be back for some games next week. That's at least the goal, as she has a slight stress fracture in her foot, I believe. We'll get back underway here shortly. The Stars team taking their time to get onto the court. No warm-up before, but Alexander really trying to talk to them and hammer into them what needs to go on here in the second half.
See the same 5 out there to start the half for both teams. See if this can be a time for Wilkinson to start getting some post points, as she doesn't have anyone really her size out there on the court right now. It's going to be Lebanon ball heading into the second half.
We'll see Wines, Lamb, Hughes, Brewer, and Smith on offense. As you mentioned, that starting 5 for the Tigers. Now getting this one set up with a throw across the court. Now at the top of the key for Lebanon. A three-pointer, it is up, and it's good off the backboard. Number 12, Alexis Wines, extends her point scoring to 14.
That's her 4th 3 of the night already. And you know things are going good when you bank it in.
Here's Voiles. Bascom just barely gets the pass off. And here's Reed now with the ball. This defense for the Tigers still forcing a lot of pressure. That's a 2-pointer from Wilkinson. Her first made shot of the night. Here, 26-10 is your score, and Brewer has the ball.
Really like to see that good first possession there by the Stars after the 3. Not get flustered coming out of the half, come in, make a good post pass and get Wilkinson her first bucket.
Brewer behind the arc. Wines has an open 3. Instead, she'll drive in and reaching across. That's a foul.
It's going to be a foul on Conyer, though. Takes the foul off of Reed. Not going to be her 3rd. It's going to be Conyer's 2nd. Ball's going to come into Brewer here. She sets up the offense. For a little wraparound, it looked like the Wines.
26-10 the score. 6:30 just above it left here in the 3rd quarter.
And a turnover there by the Star. Oh, but they're going to call a shoving foul on Bascom.
And we get reset up here as well.
With the 2nd on Bascom, so 2 now on Bascom, Conyer, and Reed. I'm sorry, the Stars 2nd in this half. About a minute and a half in, and a quick layup there that misses. Bascom gets the rebound after a tip from Voiles. And Stars look to push it maybe a little bit here.
Gets it over to Voiles. Reed wanting the ball in the corner. Instead it goes to the other side with Conyer in the corner. Conyer hasn't made any points so far. However, she's taken 4 3-point shots. Here's Wilkinson with the ball. Now to Conyer. Down low is Reed. The ball fake. Nothing open for the Stars this drive.
It looks like she might try to push the ball in a little bit, or
Reed has it right now. Gets it to Voiles and resetting, taking a quick breather. Now back to Conyer. She has an open 3 as Voiles instead gets it to Bascom. Bascom going to drive inside. Now out to Reed. Reed cuts it inside from the layup and misses the layup. Reed gets the rebound, takes a 2 and misses that as well. 2 pretty makeable shots down low missed, and the Stars, they're down by 16. Here's a 3, and it's in. Number 12, Alexis Wines, now with 17 points and 2 straight 3-pointers this half.
That's her 5th of the game already. 17 points, and she's doubled her point total, and there's another turnover, travel on Reed.
And Wines playing a very complete game so far on defense and on offense, being a huge difference maker. 17 points already, and still plenty of time to work with.
And of course, they're going to try to get her the ball as much as possible.
Stars are leaving her open quite a bit from behind the arc, and it's working. That's a timeout by Coach Huckstep of the Tigers. And we'll take a timeout up here as well. There's 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 29-10 is your score in favor of the away team, the Lebanon Tigers. And that timeout was called by the Tigers. We'll take a break and be back here shortly on WBTV Sports.
This portion of the game is being brought to you by Winecoop Accounting Services. Give them a call at 317-441-8135 and let them take the stress out of your taxes. Winecoop Accounting Services has over 30 years tax experience and specializes in small business accounting financial reports. That number again is 317-441.
We're back here in a game that is 19-point difference. The team wearing black The Lebanon Tigers, they're ahead against their rivals, the hosting Western Moon Stars in white. 4:50 left here in the third. And the Tigers will start this one off with the ball after calling a timeout. Lebanon moving the ball around quite a bit. Driving inside now, throws this one up as she falls, rebounded after the miss. And rather than pushing it up court, Voiles will hold back. Reed playing physical. She has an open lane. Instead gets it out for a three is number 5, Conyer, and misses her 5th three of the game. The freshman in her first start, Emily Conyer, struggling behind the line. The steal from Voiles. Emily Voiles running up with pressure on her. Now Reed has the ball. Uncorks it out for Conyer, that is. You got to wonder how reluctant Conyer might be shooting threes now that she's down. Missing 5 of them. Here's Voiles with the lane, instead passes it. Out for 3 is Reed and misses that one off the front of the rim. Haven't seen quite as many points by Reed as of late as she had earlier.
It's going to be a foul on number 14, I believe, for second. It's going to be Lebanon's first half.
So the Stars, they'll have possession here. Emily Voiles will be the one to take this one from out of bounds. 3:35 left in the third. 19-point game still. And Voiles will get the ball back from Reed. Trying to break through this press is the Stars offense and Hillary Reed. Voiles getting her players set up.
In a 2-3 zone now being run by the Stars. See if the Tigers are daring Weibo to shoot perimeter shots here.
Shots they have not been able to make so far. We'll see if that can change. Launches this one out and it's stolen. 1-on-1 down low. And the size does not prevail. Missed shot and then it goes in. Nice job by the Tigers. 31-10 now the score. And the Stars trying to get back into this one before it's too late. Here's Reed to Wilkinson. Reed has it, and the throw off the foot. It'll remain in Western Moon's possession after it went off of Emma Hughes' leg. Reed getting her offense set up. Now she has the ball. Gets this one to the corner. Here's Bascom. Going to drive inside, throws this one up. We'll see a foul, and Bascom will take 2 shots after missing 2 earlier. Here's her chance to redeem herself and go up to that 50% mark. That was Barr's second foul of the game, the team's second of the half. And here's Addie Bascom. This offense for the Stars heading out and getting some drinks on the sideline. You got to imagine they're pretty tired. And here comes the sub. Catherine Rutherford will replace Emily Conyer. As for the Tigers, we'll see J.C. Weaver come in.
Catherine Rutherford, a freshman, averaging about 0.7 points per game. Likely just a sub for Conyer here. And Bascom makes a free throw. It's going to be a 20-point game now, 31-11.
Driving down, throws this one deep, going inside, and we'll see a foul. 2:28 left in the third, and a couple of consecutive fouls now. The Tigers will be set up out of bounds under the basket. Addie Bascom called on the foul. That's her 3rd foul of this game.
If she gets another quick one, it might be a short-lived breather. That could be a 5-second violation, and we're going to get another sub in here. Number 21, Audrey Knoper.
Knoper will replace the Addie Bascom with 3 fouls.
Knoper averaging 1 point per game, the sophomore. Played in 2 of the Stars' 10 games.
Getting some action here now against their rivals. Rutherford gets it to Voiles. Voiles over the middle to Reed. And Hillary Reed's going to reset things, gets it to Rutherford. Voiles being met with pressure, a double team. Now we have 3-on-1. Bringing in some help. Not enough. Gabby Brewer with 2. 32 is your score. 33 that is. Against 11. With under 2 minutes left in the third. The Stars have the ball now on their side, and a bad pass keeps it in. No, it goes on the other side of the timeline. Turnover by Rutherford and Reed. Brewer will receive the inbound, thrown in by Hughes. Both seniors. Hughes has it right now, driving to the top of the key now. Back to Brewer. Now setting up the offense is Brewer. Driving to the right. Here's a 2-pointer, and it's missed short. That one's airballed, but makes the 2 after that. Is number 20, Emma Hughes.
See Rutherford pass back to Voiles. Tigers still pressuring here, up 24. About 9 minutes left in this ball game.
Gets a pass off to Rutherford. Now to Voiles. 60 seconds left in the third period of this game. Being encouraged to shoot, she does, but misses is Wilkinson. And now the Lebanon Tigers will have this ball again, a swat. That one's sent out of bounds by Wilkinson. And the call in Western Boone's favor. What do you think of that, Brunty?
I'm not sure. I couldn't really see it from my angle here, but they said it tipped off her last. It looked like it tipped off Wilkinson, but nevertheless, it's going to be Western Boone ball, and they're going to take off the pressure a little bit, keep it at half court.
Conyers back in the game. Replaces Rutherford, and Bascom comes in as well, the starting 5 for the Stars. Here's Hillary Reed, gets it now behind the arc. Down low, open is Bascom. She takes a dribble and misses the shot there. Now with under 30 seconds left, setting up the offense is Brewer. Over at the right wing, down inside to Hughes. Hughes throws this one up and makes it. 2 more points, 37 in favor of Black with 12 seconds left. Driving inside, Reed gets it out behind the 3-point line with 5 seconds for a missed shot as it was tipped and the long ball missed. No buzzer beater. And you wanted the half-court shot. Could have taken a few more steps forward. Nevertheless, we'll go into the break between the third and fourth quarters. 37-11 is the score for WBTV Sports. I'm Nathaniel Finch with Tyler Brunty. We'll take a break and be back after a word from our sponsor.
Is brought to you in part by Collins Equipment. Located in Thorntown, Collins Equipment specializes in high-quality used tractors, trucks, and equipment. You can reach Chris Collins at 317-347-0074 or at collinseq@yahoo.com. You can visit their website at collinseq.com as well. Contact Collins.
Back here for this rivalry matchup, the Tigers, it has been all black today. 37-11 is the score over the hosting Western Boone Stars, and we're heading into the fourth period of the game. And Western Boone, they're down by a lot. They lost last week, as we mentioned, last game, that is, against Zionsville. They only scored 18 points against a tough Zionsville squad that the Tigers just narrowly lost to as well. The Stars also lost so far. Let's go down the line. West Lafayette, their first loss. They beat Monrovia, Plainfield, and North Montgomery. Southmont lost to Sheridan, beat Cascade, lost to Tri-West and Zionsville.
So like a 4-4 on the year for the Stars. And like we mentioned tonight, Alexis Wine about 17 points, 5 made threes, and bring up another good shooter in recent college news. Kristen Spoiler is a finalist for the Big East Basketball Player of the Year, graduate from Lebanon.
We'll see the fouls. The ball was down in the paint.
Fouls on Western Boone's number 52.
That was Addie Bascom's 4th foul here as we still have just under 8 minutes left to go in the game. No one on the bench really has the size of Bascom. From behind the arc now over to the corner. Back to Brewer. Gabby Brewer throws this one high. The lob up, back out to Terrell.
They're going to call 3 seconds in the paint on number 24, I believe, Lila Barr. So it's going to be 11 and turnover and be Western Boone ball here. Just turnover in the opening possession of the fourth quarter for the Tigers.
A possession that took 26 seconds. Now the Stars trying to respond with some points. Reed crossing the timeline now, going to drive to the right, gets the pick, throws it out behind the arc.
Yeah, the Stars going to have to get some quick possessions here. It's not what you like to see with, you don't want like to become a sprint match with this little, only 5 players, 6 players, but down 24, you got to make some moves, and that's going to be 10 points for Hillary Reed on the day.
She got 2 right there, and still 7 minutes to work with. Hoping to add to that total is Reed, who I believe has 3 fouls to her name as well.
Lebanon just going to walk this ball around, make Western Boone come up and play defense. They have time to just milk the clock here. No shot clock rules in Indiana, so waste as much time as possible. And there's a layup that's missed by Terrell.
Empty possession. Now the Stars will have the ball. Voyle is going to charge inside, throws that one up and missed as well. The putback is in by Tori Wilkinson.
And all of a sudden, a couple quick possessions here, a couple quick baskets for the Stars.
This one is up and in from Terrell, who's struggled so far tonight shooting. Been very good on defense, though, and she makes those there, Ashlyn Terrell.
And Wines there sharing well, 17 points on the game, but she's getting some passes in too. Couple assists, but an overall solid game for her. And there's a jump ball.
The players are rolling on the ground.
Lebanon ball here.
Now you seem to see that more with these rivalry games than some others, and you saw players going after these jump balls, rolling on the ground, rolling on top of each other just because the emotions are so high.
Wines bring the ball up court just past the 6-minute mark here in the fourth quarter.
With the ball, Alexis Wines. Hughes has it, slowing things down over to the corner. Here's 3. That's just 2, actually, but it's missed.
Air ball there by number 10. That's going to be Christina Lamb.
Boyles gets it into Reed. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's okay. Lamb has yet to make a 3 this year. 0 for 3 now after 2 missed ones today.
Gets it to Conyer. Conyer had the open 3, but after missing 5 today, I'm sure she was not feeling all that confident with her shot.
Yeah, but as an underclassman, you got to feel confident. She's still a freshman here. She's starting varsity, her first big start, and she's played well today. A lot of pressure there, but you can't be upset if you're Conyer or Alexander by any means.
Reed driving now to the corner. Back to the outside, and it seems to be all they're doing is just Reed to Conyer to Reed to Conyer. Now driving inside, throws this one up, and it's missed. The rebound by number 10, Christina Lamb. Now driving inside, up, and a missed shot, but a foul. Taking the shot there was number 20, Emma Hughes, off of the pass from Wines.
Yeah, and a good pass there by Wines.
Fouls on Western Boone's number 33, Tori Wilkinson.
Wilkinson called with the block there.
For the Tigers is number 20, Hughes.
Here's Emma Hughes' shot, shooting free throws.
Yeah, this year Hughes is a 40% free throw shooter. Well, she made that one 11 for 26 now on the year. Make it 2 for 2 on this trip, raise that percentage a little bit more.
Misses that one, and the Stars will have possession now with just under 5 minutes left in the game. Number 5 has it. That's Emily Conyer. Conyer now going to hand it off to Reed. Reed driving inside, down low, and it's off the foot of Ashlyn Terrell. In comes number 14, Kirsten Smith, and we'll send Hughes to the bench. Now Reed has the ball inbounding. Trying to find something to do with it. She does. Wilkinson has it in the corner. Another 3, and makes that one. Number 5, Emily Conyer. She was not content with a goose egg and makes 1 out of 6.
Yeah, banked that one in. It's got to be a good feeling for her to make a 3 there.
At least these Stars, lately, they're getting something to work with confidence-wise, where they've been able to make a couple of their shots that they've been taking But this defense for the Tigers is just so good so far through this game.
And they're going to call an offensive foul there on number 10.
Yeah, Lamb with the charge will now set up the starts of the ball again. 4:12 up on the clock. Reed will bring this one up. Make that Conyer.
Not sure what's going on here.
One of the refs blew it dead and is now talking to his other referee. As of right now, Conyer and Voiles are both set up in the backcourt. Here's this ball out of bounds. Voiles gets it in now to Conyer. Just over 4 minutes left to play. Here's Emily Conyer crossing over the timeline. Driving to the corner, throws this one on the inside, and it is stolen, passed right into the hands of Ashlyn Terrell. Stars ball now after that one. And just under 4 minutes now. Remember that the boys varsity game to follow this one set to begin around 7:30, but of course depends on this game here. Playing Lebanon, of course. Driving inside, throws this one up. Reed misses. And now the numbers for the Tigers. Throws this layup and makes it 42-18. Reed gonna try to put up some points of her own. She drives down to her side, down low. And we'll see a foul.
It's going to be a foul there on number 50, Terrell. Lebanon not really in any foul trouble. Neither team in foul trouble. Lebanon got to the bonus at the very end of that first half. But
Bascom does have 4 fouls and Reed with 3, but besides that, no one above 2. Inside driving, stops and shoots that one and misses it after it takes a couple bounces on the inside. Down low, still putting pressure on is the Tigers. That one goes out of bounds. Western Boone ball off it after it goes off the hands of number 32. Don't have a 32 on the roster for the Tigers. Here's Conyer, gets it to Reed. Now Hillary Reed stops for 3, and it's short. Air balls will go out of bounds. It'll be Lebanon ball. 2:59 up on the clock. 42-18 is your score. After Reed missed the 3 and it goes out of bounds. Tigers get this one inbounded over to number 10, Lamb. Lamb to Barr. Barr now to Wines.
Lebanon looks like it's just going to be content here on taking their time on possessions, make sure to get the best shot.
That's a 3, and it's in. 2-pointer, that is. Foot on the line. Lamb with 2 points there. Still has yet to make a 3, as you mentioned earlier. Reed driving inside with the layup and makes it a nice shot there from Hillary Reed.
It's going to be 12 to 14 points on the night for Reed, so good offensive production for her. About 2:24 here left, Lebanon up 24. Subbing in now is the sophomore 21, Audrey Knoper.
Let's take a look at what Reed just did this last play. This replay brought to you by Home National Bank as she drove inside, tossed that one up, and a nice play after 2 or 3 players down in the paint there with her as well. And you hear the pep band of Western Boone. See it at the right of your screen. We go to a lot of these home games, all the home football games as well, and really contribute a lot to getting this crowd pumped up. Working with the cheerleaders well. Big thank you to the Western Boone band.
Timeout ends here, and you can see Alexander still coaching her team. Doesn't want them to give up. This is a good chance to get some good fundamentals down, work their offense, try to score some points, get some confidence up heading into the next game. Speaking of that next game, it's going to be next Friday versus South Montgomery. We've already beat South Montgomery by 11 in Sugar Creek Classic champion game. It's a close game for most of the time. See if Brewer's back by then. If not, see if the Stars can get that offensive production.
That game will be broadcasted right here on WBTV Sports. Here's a two-pointer. It's up and it's missed. Hits the front of the net. And the whistles blow. That shot was taken by number 10, Christina Lamb.
It's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to be Western Boone ball.
Just over 2 minutes left here. Lebanon with almost double the score of Western Boone, with the Stars trying to get something going here to put on film, try to find something positive to take out of this matchup. Back to Reed. Hillary Reed looking for something to do with the ball. Gets it to Voiles. Now Emily Voiles facing a lot of pressure. Dribbles around, gets it over to the corner, and now up, jump ball, caught by the Tigers. And here's Wines. The ball is on the ground, recovered by Reed. Reed with numbers, trying to outrun her, and we'll see a foul there. Defensive foul.
We had number 10, either her third or fourth here.
Fouls on the Tigers, number 10.
It's going to be her fourth. And we see another sub come in here with about a minute and a half left. It's going to be number 42. Also do not have a number 42 on the roster.
Alexandria Berry.
Here's Conyer. Gets it off. Now to Voiles. Over on the right wing. 90 seconds left in the game. Conyer. Now to Reed. Hillary Reed. Back to Conyer. Conyer bobbles it but gets it. This one's stolen. Driving down the side. Throws this one up. And it is missed but rebounded by the Stars. And Emily Conyer throws this one back, and miscommunication. This one will bounce out of bounds.
It's going to be another turnover there for the Stars.
And there you saw Wilkinson thought Reed was going to stop and come back. Instead, Reed took off towards the corner, and that just a poor communication error there as it goes out of bounds and gives Lebanon the chance with 65 seconds left. We'll see a substitution of 5 players come onto the court for the Stars. The JV will finish off this game. JV in now for both teams.
Even if it's just a minute, some valuable time here on a prime Friday night to get some experience for the JV. West Boone had 6 players in there, so Knoper had to get a sub.
Here's Lebanon now driving over inside, throws this one up, and the layup missed. Under a minute left, a foul will be called. Her first foul. We'll see 2 shots.
Coming off there after this game, we'll have a short break as the boys basketball teams warm up, and we'll be right back with you here on WTVV for that broadcast.
You can find that link on Twitter at WeboRDTV for the boys game, as well as looking up on YouTube, WBTV Sports. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. If you are notified with the notification bell, then you will also get a link pushed out via your notification preferences when we go live for that game as well. But we'll likely go live right around 7:20-ish. As the referees are confused trying to figure out who the foul was on.
54 seconds left in this game. Whoever's going to confirm, they're going to call a foul on 32 for Lebanon. See if the Stars JV can put up any points here in this last minute or so of this ball game.
Rutherford has it right now. Gets it to Conyer. Rachel Conyer back to Catherine Rutherford. Number 3, Conyer has it now in the corner. 37 seconds. That one swatted. Goes out of bounds. Western Boone possession. 34.4 seconds here, a 24-point game that is. And Rutherford, number 22, going to be there to inbound it. Gets it over to the far side. That one swatted again, stolen. Looking for a layup, misses it, rebounded by Rachel Conyer. Conyer with the girl open down the court. She will not pass it. Instead has to get it off, throws this one up in a really short pass. I believe it was tipped there. 15 seconds. Lebanon with 10 seconds. Inside, a nice play fake. Throws this one up and makes it with 5 seconds left. Conyer, 2 seconds, 1. Throws the buzzer beater and misses it. 46-20, the final score here, as the Lebanon Tigers just beat their rival Western Boone Stars here at Stephen A. Wall Gymnasium of Western Boone. And a game that Lebanon just dominated on defense and on offense. The Stars have a lot to work on here as they head into their next matchup next week against Southmont, as we mentioned. Let's take a break here. We'll be back with you guys on a different link. As we mentioned, you can check Weibo RDTV for that, or stay on this channel, and it should be posted on the homepage. We'll be back after this. For Nathaniel Finch, Tyler Brunty, Bailey Runyon, and Dominic Mitchell, thank you all for tuning into this girls varsity basketball game. We'll see you here in a few for Western Boone versus Lebanon boys varsity basketball.